Hey y'all, it's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at, you know what, y'all, that's where we're at. I'm coming to you today because I have been driven and called to do this video about the fact that we have 2 months until 2022. And I don't know whatever insight you guys have been getting, but for me, I have been picking up that for the collective, we're really getting ready to be propelled into mastery. 2022 is coming through as a year of mastery. Whatever it is that you feel called towards, drawn towards, whatever it is that you've been working on already, or just like some of you have been paying your dues. I'm telling you, the divine sees you. Your hard work has not gone unnoticed. Your effort and your integrity has not gone unnoticed. And like I've been telling y'all all year, the fucking karmic debts come due. And they are coming due heavy, 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 heavy hitting shit. And I realized something about this Saturn retrograde that I will never forget. When Saturn retrogrades, it's Saturn being like, okay, let's see how you do it for a while. Let's see how you run the show. I'm gonna pull back. I'm not gonna do what I normally do. I'm not gonna control the situation. I'm not gonna show up and play daddy and take care of everything. Let's see what you've learned. Let's see how far you've come. And now that motherfucker is direct, daddy is home and active. And the shifts are moving. It's just like heavy hitting shifts between Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto going direct. Thank God Uranus went retrograde, because it's just like giving us a little bit of a break. But if you're Ref Fam, you know this is some big time let go or be dragged energy. Let go or be dragged. Hydrate. Light it if you got it. I just saw that there was a fly in my water. Black fly in a Chardonnay. Yeah, fly in my water. So you hydrate. Light it if you got it. Kick back, relax. Because I want to lean into the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for the remaining 2 months until 2022. Some of you, I feel like, are becoming so masterful in your craft. You're learning so much. And first card out, 10 of Wands reverse. You're not going to have to work so hard for it. I'm telling you. Those of you who have been spending, especially 2020, 2021, putting in the work, burning your damn selves out, figuring out your limitations, figuring out how hard you can go. There is this very specific journey that I feel like it's like a well-oiled machine at this point. There's something about like it's rolling on its own. And I feel like some of you may feel like you're going backwards for a period, but you're actually being redirected. I just heard Saturn Return. So some of you may be going through your Saturn Return, or this is a lesson like back from your Saturn Return. You may not have learned something that you're having to circle back. So there may be some sort of rerouting. But I do feel like I just heard like distant lands also. So I feel like some of you are in a period of getting ready to like be able to do dope shit, get paid for it, travel the world. Accomplishing your goals. Some of you, you don't want to travel the world. That's not what you want to do. Some of you are just really, like, you just want comfortability. You just want security. And I feel like there is this period of, like, not having to fucking work for it so much. Turning your back. And we're all going to have to turn our back on different things. But one thing is, I feel like there is a shift in equating hard work with wealth. Equating success with hard work. Equating hard work with worth. Some of you, I feel like there is this shift in your mentality that's coming where you finally start to realize that your efforts are not what validates you or what makes you a good person, or productivity isn't everything. I'm learning that lesson too, so it's not just you, I promise. I'm pulling from the Tarot Illuminati. I don't know if I already said that. But this is a beautiful deck that I don't get to use enough in Scorpio season. We will be illuminated for sure. There may be an ending of a situation or a relationship with someone with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, or an ending in like how much effort you had to put in. It could be like some of you, I feel like it's an ending. But others of you, I feel like it's not going to feel so, it's not something that you have to wonder about so much. Four of Wands and then Strength. Yeah, there's definitely someone with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placement. Some of you, there's marriage on the mind, marrying a Leo, marrying a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, maybe being married by an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius to a Leo. You know who you are. But Devil on the bottom of the deck. The Devil, Justice, Ace of Swords. There are some major redirections that are happening. The divine is going to be rerouting us. I feel like there is also it's like you don't have to put so much effort into having the kind of like relationship that you want, partnership that you want. Some of you, I feel like something comes up and it feels easy. My alarm went off, so sorry about that. But something comes in and it just feels easy. I just heard like matrimonial bliss. Some of you, I do feel like in order to get this level of commitment and fun, there's a certain kind of vulnerability that is required. Some of you, like, you meet your match. Some of you are getting married in 2022, or you meet the person that you're going to marry in 2022. They may have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements, Capricorn, Aquarius, or Libra, possibly Gemini, but maybe. Saturn has been doling out the karma. Some of you are really having to face your restrictions, what dominates you, what has a hold on you, what toxic attachments are you still so like controlled by? Something has a hold on you, or maybe is an addiction or a person or a relationship. And it starts to get balanced. For some of you, I feel like you're really facing your shadow, facing your darkness, and because you faced your fear, you're being rewarded, and being rewarded with truth, being rewarded with freedom, being rewarded with the ability to articulate your feelings, articulate your emotions, articulate your boundaries, to speak and communicate clearly. There may be somebody with Libra placements that comes in and really brings you the truth. There may be somebody, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, I'll say. But I do feel like whatever is coming in, you are really getting, like, some of you get, it's like a cut. Something toxic gets severed. Please clarify the Ten of Wands. because it just feels like there's two different demographics that I'm talking to. I'm talking to people who have really, really put in their work, and things are about to get really, really easy, fun, vulnerable, playful. And there is so much Leo energy coming out. What is going on? This summer is going to be amazing too. I feel like the summer of 2022 is going to be the most of lit. So too lit. For some of y'all, it can be too lit. Don't have any addictive behaviors pop up. Or be cognizant. Check yourself. That's something that's coming in. That's a part of the mastery. Being able to really have these internal check and balances. Being able to really honor and acknowledge when you're being a brat, when you're being a child, or when you need play, when you need time to focus on healing that inner child work, or healing something that happened in your childhood, healing your relationship to your father, healing your relationship to fatherhood, healing a relationship to masculinity in general, and the masculinity that is within you, understanding that you are both. And there is some sort of, please clarify the Four of Wands. I feel like those of you who have been really like going for it, you get to finally master play. You get to finally like figure out who you are. I feel like it's really important that you pay attention to your heart. There is a major heart activation that I feel like is happening in 2022. And this feels a lot like romance. Drake said we are the generation of not being in love and not being together. And I feel like that's a turn that's coming. I feel like we're finally like realizing, like, actually, bitch, we do need love. We do, like, that's what we're here to do. We have these hearts, the capacity for care, for taking care of each other, for taking care of ourselves. So let's learn how to take care of ourselves so that we can really take care of each other, because it takes a village. It does. And we're learning that as well. Please clarify the Four of Wands. The Princess of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Wands, which wanted to come out earlier. So I do feel like there is something about defensiveness that's coming out too. You're like, I just saw some of you, I just saw like an image of a fucking raccoon, like coveting their, like protecting their trash. And it's like some of y'all have whole relationships. You in relationships where you're just like that raccoon, just protecting your little piece of garbage. And you know it's a piece of trash. You know it's smelly. You know it doesn't act right. You know that it's decaying. And so there is this like defensiveness of like, you figure out what's the healthy thing to protect. I feel like there is a new relationship with yourself. There's definitely maybe a new relationship with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Pisces possibly, coming in, and it feels dreamy. It feels sexy. It feels fun, and it feels worthy of defending. But I feel like some of you, what you're going to be defending is against your fear. Please clarify the Seven of Wands. What is the defensiveness coming from? You may have to defend your relationship, or like confront your worthiness, because there may be a lot of insecurities that's coming up. And it's really annoying to me because I feel like I'm saying the same things, but like, we gonna get this work. And as soon as we like really start to, and the people that I'm reading for, like I'm reading for y'all. I'm reading for you. The person who's watching this, I'm reading for you. And it's okay if it takes us a while to learn something. It's okay, and don't just keep downing yourself, or I'm so dense, or why do I keep doing this, or blah, 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 one day I'll learn. It's like, yeah, one day you will. One day, and that's what's coming in, is like this ease with learning the hard lessons. Please clarify the Seven of Wands. What's the source of this defensiveness? Where is this coming from? The Seven of Swords. Yeah, you're defending yourself against previous fucking clowns. People who have played you, that have made it easy for you to second guess yourself, and for you to go back and forth, and for you to vacillate. But you're moving away from that indecision. And you've made the cuts that you need to make. I feel like we go into 2022, and if you haven't already, you need to go into 2022 having already made the cuts that you damn well know you need to make. So this defensiveness is coming from previous betrayals. And some of you are really guarding your heart. You're really protecting yourself. You may have picked up some like really manipulative habits just out of like self-preservation. And you're needing to really be able to call yourself out. Because I feel like these new relationships, these new friendships, and let's say it's not romantic, let's say there's just platonic people. You maybe have gotten burned by friends, and so you have a hard time like trusting new people. Either way, there is these new connections are going to make force us to look at the inner child that's wounded. Excuse me, it's going to force us to look at our issues with our courage, our issues with control, our issues with what we consider a weakness. So in the rest of 2022 is going to really be like, hey, what's that thing that you're holding on that makes you feel weak? I'm going to keep poking at it so that you can start to tend to this, so that you can break this loop, break this cycle, and start to connect to the infinite being that you are. And whenever you feel infinite, you just like, it's like, please, when you connect to that energy, can't nobody tell you shit. Please clarify strength. I feel like if you're fucking around with a Leo, they may be kind of back and forth or here or there or in and out. But I don't feel like you're so swayed by it. Ten of Swords reverse. Yeah, there's Princess of Pentacles reverse. So if this is a Leo, let's see. If y'all are dealing with a Leo, let me get a clarification on that. Three of Wands. Ooh, a lot fell out. Three of Wands fell over the sun. Ace of Cups. Yeah, I think some of you are like, it may feel hot and cold or back and forth. The World, the Star reversed. Six of Swords reversed, Death. So I do feel like it may be a bumpy ride with the Leo specifically, but there are profound lessons to learn by way of that experience. So I feel like allow yourself to, it's not like don't be non-committal, but I do feel like there are deep lessons about attachment and detachment. Attachment in platonic and romantic love versus connection. Because we should be really focusing on connecting to people, not necessarily attaching ourselves to them. And that is a harsh lesson that I feel like is coming up to be learned. And the weaknesses that we are encountering are going to force us to really be humbled, to start a new way of thinking about ourselves, to start a new way of speaking about our future, and to really start to get more consistent about moving and operating in a very, very ethical way. Not being afraid to look our shadows in the face. God, I might as well just clarify this. Please clarify the Devil. Please clarify the Devil. Queen of Cups reversed. I feel like if your temptations, your addictions, with the Prince of Cups, temptations, addictions, that maybe this relationship with the Capricorn or the Aquarius has kind of made you manipulative or made you jealous or made you, there's in some sort of way I feel like you'll be pulling back from them, or they'll be pulling back from you, or it's like the jealousy lessons, or the maybe they're attached to a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, and that situation diminishes in some way, or the illusion, like things clear up. But I do feel like there is like a pulling back or a retraction that happens, and it feels, it starts to feel more innocent. There may also be apologies that come in to be made, because some of the manipulative or a withholding sort of energy that's been happening. Please clarify justice. This video is already way longer than I meant it to be. Please clarify justice. Thank you. The Fool, and karmically, you're getting a new beginning. The Hermit reverse, and coming out of hiding. Really refining your social skills and really allowing yourself to go it alone. You're not afraid to go it alone, and because you feel so self-sufficient and you're so divinely supported, there will be so many quality people that come in, and there's going to be so much inspiration, says the Ace of Swords, an influx of information, inspiration, really healthy, fruitful, fertile conversations. Please clarify the Ace of Swords. I feel like you really rediscovering your power. Four of Pentacles, but you got to let go. You got to let go of that old foundation because it's draining you and making you a fucking zombie. I don't even like her face. Eight of Pentacles reverse on the bottom of the deck, and you don't have to work so hard because I feel like you're really operating in a place at a level of mastery. And those of you who don't resonate with the mastery yet, then understand that that's what is about to be required of you. It's time to go inward. It's time to really dive into your gifts and developing your skills and what you want to do. Everybody asks, what's my life purpose? To be of service. You just got to figure out how you want to do it, babe. I love you. You got this.